Hey everybody, Venomous here. And we have more monkeypox news for you people. The monkeypox virus may have undergone accelerated evolution in the current outbreak. Pretty sure I said that months ago that they were going to claim that. But anyways, here we go. The monkeypox virus causing the current global outbreak. We're not there yet. May have undergone accelerated evolution, mutating more quickly than scientists expected. According to a new paper published in the journal Nature Medicine, a team of researchers in Portugal behind the paper analyzed previous samples of the monkeypox virus, including samples from 2018 to 2019, and compared the DNA to samples from the current 2022 outbreak. The results suggest the virus has evolved very quickly. Thomas Russo, MD, an infectious disease expert of the University of Buffalo Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences, who was not directly involved in research, tells Self, they love getting an opinion from someone who has nothing to do with the study. 9 times out of 10, the person that they talk to has nothing to do with the study. To be clear, it's well known that viruses evolve and adapt. That the monkeypox virus has done so isn't the surprising part. Rather, it's the speed. The mutation up to 6 to 12 times faster than expected per new research that has experts questioning whether monkeypox could be more infectious now than in the past. The new research raises the possibility of higher contagiousness. But we just don't know yet, Dr. Russo says. The monkeypox strain currently circulating outside of endemic areas is one of 2 types and is thought to be the less severe of the 2, according to the WHO. One strain is endemic to the West Africa region, and the other is endemic to the Congo Basin region, per the WHO. In the past, the WA strain has been associated with an overall lower mortality rate of less than 3%, while the CB strain appears to more frequently cause severe disease, with a case fatality ratio reported from 1% to 10% per the WHO. The authors of the new report studied the WA strain since it's responsible for the current outbreak. Health authorities recently cautioned that the symptoms being observed in current monkeypox cases may look different than those commonly observed during previous outbreaks. For instance, in the past, people diagnosed with monkeypox typically developed a total body rash. Some people affected by the current outbreak, though, are seeing just a simple pimple-like spot or lesion. Experts suspect the virus's fast evolution could be the reason why some people are reporting atypical symptoms, Dr. Russo says. Okay, so we're not seeing people covered in rashes, are we? Interesting. Something I also talked about. Where are the people with the rashes? Oh, well, asymptomatic, atypical symptoms. Shut up. To date, there have been 305 confirmed cases of monkeypox in the United States, per the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Globally, there have been more than 4,700 cases in 49 different countries at the time of publication. To put that into context, the United States reported just 2 cases of monkeypox last year, both of which were travel-related, per the CDC. But that doesn't mean you should start comparing it to COVID-19, Dr. Russo says. No matter how familiar the discussion of symptoms, viral mutations, and vaccinations feels right now. Currently, this isn't like COVID, where you can acquire it in a supermarket when you're not wearing a mask. Yeah. Per the CDC, the monkeypox virus is spread through direct contact with an infected person's rash, scabs, or bodily fluids. Respiratory secretions emitted during prolonged face-to-face contact, intimate contact such as kissing, cuddling, or sex, or contact with an infected person's items such as their clothing or bedding. Additionally, pregnant people can pass the virus to the fetus via the placenta. Now, that's another thing. Remember how hard they pushed that in the COVID-19 pandemic. Don't touch, don't kiss, don't hug, don't have sex. It could be on your clothing, on products, and then later they come out, oh no, it's not on these things, and it's mostly just droplet based crap, and wear a face mask all the time. Now we got the monkeypox, and it's all the other things. Yeah, covering all bases here, huh? Well, health authorities stress that you don't need to panic, not yet, especially because the vaccination response is underway. Oh yeah, yes it is. For high-risk people, any new or unusual symptoms are worth paying attention to right now, especially if you have traveled recently or are a man who has sex with men, as this community has been heavily affected by the current outbreak. The new research raises a lot of questions for experts, but it will also help guide discussions about what the best policy is to prevent the spread as the outbreak continues to evolve. And we have the WHO here. Where's my other... Okay, yeah. Get that over there. Hold on a second. Yeah. Back to the WHO. WHO considers declaring monkeypox a global health concern. June 24, 2022. The WHO convenes its emergency committee Thursday to consider if the spiraling outbreak of monkeypox warrants being declared a global emergency, but some experts say the WHO's decision to act only after the disease spilled into the West could entrench the grotesque inequities that arose between rich and poor countries during the coronavirus pandemic. Declaring monkeypox to be a global emergency would mean that the UN Health Agency considers the outbreak to be an extraordinary event, and that the disease is at risk of spreading across even more borders, possibly requiring a global response. Yes. See, where are the people like that? That's not even a very extreme photo either. But yeah, there you go. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone yet. Have you? Anyways, we don't need to read this article. We'll move on. Tens of thousands of monkeypox vaccine doses to be distributed immediately in the U.S. The shots will be sent to areas across the country with the highest numbers of cases, White House officials said Tuesday. As cases of monkeypox virus surge in the U.S., the Biden administration will start distributing the monkeypox vaccine across the country, focusing on people most at risk in communities with the highest number of cases. White House officials announced Tuesday. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services will send 56,000 doses of the Jynneos. Wow. It's a little too... I don't know. I instantly thought about the Utopia TV show, the Janus vaccine. Immediately to areas with high transmission, additional 240,000 doses will be distributed over the next few weeks, with even more to come this summer and fall. Officials expect to make at least 1.6 million doses available by the end of fall. So, rolling in the smallpox vaccines. Get your doses. Come on, line up. I saw this fact-checked because if you have seen previous reports, I'm sure everyone talked about it, months after I had talked about it, but that's not here or there, about the scenario, the tabletop exercise with the monkeypox. Is the monkeypox with the nuclear threat initiative and their pandemic tabletop exercise of November 2021, outlining a monkeypox scenario that just happened to start up at the exact same month, nearly, I think 2 days off of the actual timeline of when the monkeypox outbreak happened in the real event. But I saw this Reuters article, and hilariously, they try to dismantle it by saying, oh, it's just a coincidence. They didn't really have much of an argument there. But I noticed they were also talking about, where is it? The 2022 tabletop exercise that people don't really talk about with the Obyte virus. Another exercise by NTI and the Munich Security Conference in February 2022, for example, discussed a fictional virus called Obyte. It's not a fictional virus. It's a real virus. We go to orthopox viruses. There's a list of types of viruses. There's a taxonomy. The genus contains the following species. There's your Albertino macacopox. I love this name. Macacopox. The macacopox virus. Right underneath it, Achmetavirus. And there's also, you can look up science papers on the Achmetavirus. So, fact check the fact checkers. That is a real virus, idiots. Here is... Does this even work? Here is the... I've shown this before, the NTI. It's just a little report on it. They don't have the actual paper, like the PDF with the detailed... Oh shoot, I clicked something. Detailed report of the tabletop exercise and how it went. That's not out yet. Still waiting for that to come out. I'll report on it as soon as it comes out. But this is the one for the previous year, the monkeypox one. But yeah, I want to see these clips. There's news clips, just like the other one. They have the fake news. Funny enough, with the monkeypox one, they did the GNN. This one, they did IBN. There's no video clips, no video of it that are available online. This exercise scenario involved a localized bioweapon against cattle in the fictional country of Adoraban with a genetically engineered strain of the Achmetavirus. While the attack was intended, I guess that's why they call it fictional, because it's a genetically engineered strain of the Achmetavirus, but they didn't clarify that it was a real virus that was manipulated. Anyways, while the attack was intended to cause targeted economic damage, the virus quickly spills over into humans and continues to spread rapidly, evolving into a global pandemic. Global response is complicated by challenges attributed to the source of the pandemic, lack of coordination across sectors and at national and international levels, and by cyber intrusions affecting public health systems. Oh, cyber attacks? Is that what they're talking about? Cyber attacks of the healthcare system at the same time? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Over 20 months, this scenario evolves into a globally catastrophic pandemic, leading to 2.2 billion cases and more than 120 million deaths. So you go with that. Now, that was pretty much all I want to talk about the monkeypox and the recent news of the monkeypox and how it did, like I said it did. They're going to claim that, oh, it's evolving, it's mutating, and no, it doesn't act like it's supposed to, and you don't have the symptoms of the typical monkeypox. See, with the COVID-19, they could just make up anything they want because it was a whole new thing. I mean, sorry, YouTube, I meant, sorry, wrong thing. I didn't mean that they made it up. It's all real. Sorry. I gotta get the mallet. Scaring the cats doing that. Anyways, a little Jesse for you. Let's go back to COVID-19 for a bit, because we got some interesting things coming out of China. China thinks an ill wind from North Korea is blowing COVID-19 over the border. You can't make this shit up, people. China is testing the air from North Korea for traces of COVID-19 and encouraging people living along the border to shut their windows on days with southerly wind. A video obtained by CNN showed Chinese Center for Disease Control and Prevention officials installing air monitoring machines next to the Yalu River, which separates the two countries in the northeastern border city of Dandong. Wow, Dandong. Interesting. About 70% of North Korea's trade passed through there before the pandemic. Machines are believed to be checking for COVID-19 droplets blowing in the breeze from the north, which has recently experienced its biggest outbreak of the virus. Earlier in June, residents who live near the river, which measures less than 1 kilometer wide in some spots, were ordered in a government notice to close their windows and refrain from walking by the river. They were also asked to go for more frequent testing. Oh yes, gotta get the testing. Test it! Authorities have also cracked down on smuggling across the river, offering cash incentives for information on those involved. The move appears to have The move appears to have been prompted by unexplained chains of transmission. Yeah, we'll get more testing. That'll explain it, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. In the city of 2.19 million, Dandong, fuck, that name is ridiculous, which has long been trading hub with North Korea, has experienced one of the most heavily handed lockdowns of China's zero COVID strategy. And we got more on that in a minute. There is no clear scientific evidence to support the theory that infections are possible through airborne transmission over long distances, and Chinese authorities have not commented further. It's not about that, people. It's not about actually capturing whether or not there's a disease in the air. It's a conditioning. It's a conditioning for the poor people in China, and a future look of how they want to handle things here. But yeah, I digress. Ben Cowling, chairman of epidemiology at the University of Hong Kong School of Public Health, told Bloomberg it was unlikely that infections could spread in this way. He explained that viruses do not survive particularly well under sunlight and in open air. Oh! They don't? But I thought going outside and gathering outside is bad. We didn't want that. We wanted to stay in our homes where we could be safe in the dark, out of the sun and out of the open air. This doesn't make sense to me. That's not how you fight viruses. They clearly told us not to do that. Peter Collignon, professor of infectious disease at the Australian National University, said it was more likely the movement of people either across the border or within the city was causing spread. Essential workers could have fueled the spread. China's zero COVID strategy has been repeatedly tested by infections leaking across its long land borders, including its frontiers with Myanmar and Russia. Officials have been closely watching development in North Korea after it was hit in April Fools, by its first major COVID-19 outbreak of the pandemic. The government declared the gravest national emergency. Little information has emerged from the Hermit Kingdom, but suspected cases topped 4 million by late April. Pyongyang has since declared victory, claiming COVID is under control and lifting its own lockdown. Meanwhile, China has continued the draconian policy of isolating communities and imposing quarantine camps on citizens who test positive. Earlier this month, Hao Jianzheng, the mayor of Dandong, apologized amid widespread dissatisfaction. Why does this look so weird to me? No, it is dissatisfaction. Why is it just looks weird? I don't usually see that word. I hear the word, I don't see the word. Over the government's draconian COVID response, admitting the authorities' work and basic services have been unsatisfactory. Apology was highly unusual for a ranking Communist Party official, particularly as the zero COVID policy has been constantly promoted by President Xi Jinping and top Communist Party officials. CNN revealed government censors have also blocked a North Korean public health video reassuring the public that most cases of the Omicron variant were mild and could be treated at home. It triggered praise from Chinese internet users who said that Pyongyang was taking a more scientific approach. Suddenly I realize we are the most pathetic, said one social media user. Oh, he said that? Ban him! Lock him up! You can't say that in China. Speaking of China, saw this last week, I think. Alarm in Beijing after announcement zero COVID policy may last 5 years. Authorities in Beijing have sparked confusion and alarm after announcing the strict zero COVID policy could be in place for the next 5 years, including mass mandatory testing and travel restrictions. The notice published on Monday afternoon was attributed to Ke Kui, the Beijing secretary of the Chinese Communist Party. The original text said, in the next 5 years, Beijing will unremittedly grasp the normalization of epidemic prevention and control. Grasp the normalization of epidemic prevention and control. Wow, does that not sound evil villainy or not? The notice was first posted by Beijing Daily and republished by other state media outlets. It spread widely across social media, but soon the reference to 5 years was removed from most online publications and a related hashtag on Weibo was deleted. It committed to maintain and improve the city's strict management of the Joint Prevention and Control Coordination Mechanism and the emergencies response system, including those designed to shut down circulation and transfer of the virus through isolation, management, and control. As soon as transmission appears, it also noted to continuation of strict residential inspections, the normalization of regular testing, and management entry and exit to the city. Chinese authorities, under direction from Xi Jinping, have repeatedly committed to the zero COVID policy, blah, blah, blah. So yes, folks, this is not anytime soon for China, that's for sure. And we can expect to see something similar over here eventually. But yeah, I'm just making this a quick report. Thank you all for your time and attention as always. And I'm going to get out of here. Want to support me, share and like. If you don't like me, share and like. I don't care. Yeah. That's it. I gotta get going. I hear some strange sounds outside. I gotta go investigate. So I'll talk to you all later. This is Phenomenus, pouring from the brave new world, and I'll catch you all next time.
Are you talking to me? No way!